What the fuck? What the fuck is in my throat? Hi, I'm Jerome, resident sexpert at ltasex.info. Welcome to Let's Talk About Sex, the show where we talk about sex. And today, against my better judgment, I'm gonna tell you about the time that I caught oral gonorrhea. So yeah, I caught oral gonorrhea. It's a thing that happened actually not too long ago, back in June or July actually. I was whoring around and found myself on my knees in the darkroom of a gay sex club in Detroit. The entire experience was great. I went home that night. I had a little tickle in my throat, but nothing serious. I wake up a couple days later and that tickle is still there. So I decided to take a look inside my mouth and see what the hell is going on. When I took a look at my mouth, this is what I saw. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I looked in my throat and saw that mess back there, I freaked out. In my head, I was like, what the F is happening to my body? It was seriously one of those situations where it looked like an alien was about to jump forward from my throat and like attack me or something. Considering what I've been doing the weekend before, I kind of had an idea what it was, but it was still really, really gross. I called my doctor immediately and got a doctor's appointment for later on that day. When I went in, she just checked a couple of things, looked at my throat, said everything was weird, and gave me a general idea of what she thought was going on. Then I told her that I'd been sucking a bunch of dick over the weekend, and that sort of changed things. From there, we decided to go ahead and test me for herpes and gonorrhea and syphilis and chlamydia and the whole nine. At the office, she gave me two antibiotics. One she gave me as a shot in office, and the other one is azithromycin she gave me a prescription for, which I picked up from my local drugstore. I think it was actually only $10, which was pretty cool. Once I'd gotten my shot and took my pill, it was really just a waiting game. And it took a couple days to clear up, but it actually did. I was waiting for my throat to clear up. All my tests were coming back, and they were coming back negative. Now, this is the point of the story where we have something to discuss. I never actually got back the positive for gonorrhea. The gonorrhea test was inconclusive, okay? It was the only one that was inconclusive. So if it was anything else, it was already shown up negative. So me and my doctor are just sort of assuming that it was oral gonorrhea. Could have been thrush, could have been lots of other things. But with the medicine she gave me, the symptoms I had, and sort of her own discretion, she was cool saying it was gonorrhea. Now, I wish I knew for sure that it was gonorrhea because that would make the story just a little bit more awesome, but I think the fact that we don't know is sort of a more realistic example of what may happen when you go to the doctor. I have to be honest with you, the entire thing was sort of scary. Having those things in my throat was really, really gross, and I was terrified. I didn't know what was happening. It was a mess. But at the same time, I knew everything to do. And I think that my knowledge sort of helped me not be as freaked out about it as I could have been, because if you really know me, you know that I freak out a lot. My doctor was really nice about the whole thing. I didn't feel judged. I didn't feel, sort of made fun of because I'd been whoring around and I'd caught this disease from it. And I have to say that overall my experience in dealing with gonorrhea was actually really easy. I found out, saw the doctor on the same day, I got treated, and I just had to wait until it cleared up. After it cleared up, everything was fine, and there was nothing left to talk about. And now here we are in Sexual Health Month, and I get to tell you that yes, even sexperts get STDs, and this one got oral gonorrhea. It was fucking gross, but I lived to tell the tale. Alright, that's about it for my story today, but you know what? I want you guys to talk back to me for once. Tell me your stories about catching STI or your STI scares. What was the emotion like? What did it look like? What did it feel like? What was the whole experience like for you? You can upload a video to YouTube and send me a link, Jerome at ltasex.info, or you can send me the link on Twitter at NotJeromeStewart. You can find the Let's Talk About Sex Facebook fan page at facebook.com/ltasexinfo. You can find LTA Sex on Tumblr at ltasex.tumblr.com. If you like what you saw, make sure to click like or subscribe. If you want more sexy stuff like this, make sure to check out the blogs at ltasex.info. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, I'm still Jerome. This is still Let's Talk About Sex, and I'll see you next time. Keep it sexy. What the fuck is in my throat?